Uh, man, we live, we back in full effect. I had to compose myself because I was watching Cash's new video. Uh, who I makes the best Kool Aid, and I will say, Jezzer, you are the absolute worst person to ever make Kool Aid. Oh my god, that's all I gotta say. But welcome back to another episode of the APF podcast, episode 77. It is I, the most phenomenal man that has shocked the system once again, aka the coach.
It's your boy going forward. And what is up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good Friday.
With that being said, the breaking news: that dude Trump got it, man. He got it.
Yeah, he got COVID. I believe it was. Remember this morning going on my phone watching some YouTube videos of Trump got COVID. He got COVID around like they say around 1 o'clock in the morning. It was announced that he got COVID, or they broke that he got COVID. And it's unfortunate man got COVID, but karma is not nice, and the karma came for his ass.
I
This is
mean,
why don't abide by the rules. They tell you wear a mask, man. Tell your people wear masks too. The person who gave him the COVID was one of his own advisors who reportedly got it from a supporter they were talking to. So this is exactly why I've said wear a mask. If you wear a mask, you'll be safe, or at least as safe as you can be.
well, he also set himself up all those times where where you seen him with no mask on, all those times where you seen him with no nothing on, and look what happens. He was talking, he was doing all this rah talking all this shit, saying like, "Oh, mask, don't do this. Oh, I'm not gonna abide by the rules." Well, my God, look what happened. You got COVID, and this is what happens when you don't listen. Now, potentially, the president of the United States, he could possibly die from this, and as it went on, it got worse. I don't even know what the symptoms are that he was going through, but if you know, then you can then you can say whatever it is that you found out that he got. But as far as I know, I don't know the symptoms that he's going through. Matter of fact, I want to know what kind. I want to know. So where is Oh yeah, yeah. Let me find. I want to know. Oh, he's experiencing a low grade fever. He will not return to the campaign trial. So yeah, okay. Let me see. I'm texting somebody real quick. Mm. Yeah. So long story short, he and also this is what I don't understand, and I'll hold on. What happened? Oh, let me see. Let me find out what happened. Okay. But,
Yeah, sorry about
so,
that. My
because
laptop did not connect to the Wi-Fi, or just
because
disconnected doing that for a while now.
no, because mine, I was like, because I just checked out, I was like, oh, he's not in here.
Yeah,
But then I checked my and I was like, I still have all my bars, so I don't know what
yeah.
happened.
It seems to just be this computer's Wi-Fi connector is a little bit is bad because it's been doing that recently where it won't connect. It just doesn't connect to the Wi-Fi anymore. So, but it's a fixed issue, so we'll find. But what I was saying about Trump is that this guy was talking about Biden wearing a mask and making fun of Biden wearing a mask. He's also the same guy who's been going for 8 months straight saying that masks are not don't work or masks are not good or losers wear a mask. And he says like masks are a problem because waiters touch their faces, touch your mask and touch your food. I mean, look, this guy's been against masks the entire time. Now he's forced to wear a mask for a while and he's also forced to go look at other people wear masks. Now he had to force his entire team to go wear a mask after he was kumbaya, nobody's got to wear a mask. So now he's going to get his just desserts. And I can't wait. I can't wait for him to get back healthy so he can take this L November 4th. All his MAGA 2020 nerds can take another L. That's all I want. I want him to get better so he can take this L in person. I don't want him dead or sick, really sick. Just get him better so he can take this L in a couple of weeks.
So some shit. I don't know if this is true, but I have a hunch that some people. Well, it might be true, but some people want that man dead.
Well, of course, but they're the weird. I mean, because they really hate Donald Trump like that. That's just how it is. Like when you hate somebody, you want him dead. I don't want him dead. Um,
Me, I don't hate the man, but I just don't agree. I just don't agree with how he just goes about
yeah,
everything.
I've never look. Hate's a very strong word. I do not hate Donald Trump. I just think he hasn't done good things for everybody. He does good things for only the super rich. Now there is a video that was just released just now. I'm pretty sure, which was probably recorded a while ago. I'm on Newsweek. The article is Trump shares first video after COVID diagnosis. Says I think I'm doing very well. So in that video that
Oh,
I watched,
I hear some static. I hear some static coming from you.
okay,
So you can just plug your mic in and out.
all right, let me
Like
do that.
plug in the USB in and out.
Oh, okay. Is there still static in this thing, or is it better now?
I mean, it's there, but it's not bad.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. We'll have to see what the problem was before, why he's doing it now. Um, so he's displaying mild symptoms, including fatigue. Um, but in this video, sorry about that. Um, yeah, he released a video that says I think I'm doing very well. He said the first lady was doing very well. I don't know about all that cheesy saying, but it is.
He's just saying that to save face.
Yeah, I mean, presidents never want to look weak in the face of anything. That's just how they are. So I get it. But look, he is still going to the hospital, people. So he's not doing great and amazing. He's doing okay, but we will see in the future how well he really is doing.
I hope this is a wake up call that now you know that now you're the one that got it, and you're the one of those people that are at risk of could possibly die. So all what I hope that he gets out of all this, if he recovers, is now you know, now that you got it, now that you survived it, you're going to take the necessary precautions, because before when you didn't have it, you was reckless. You was doing what you did whatever you did whatever Donald Trump wanted to do, and look what happened. Look where it got you. It caught right up to you. Karma's a bitch until it comes after you, and that's what happened. So I hope I hope he understands that now that he got it, and then he recovers. I hope he takes it more serious because if he doesn't, we don't know. Nobody knows what to tell this man because
Look,
it's obvious to me that he didn't take this serious, and look what happened. So
I don't think he'll ever take it serious. To be honest with you, Trump is the type of person that we all know who they are on this whole not they're on a different side than you, and they keep pushing that side because they want to be different, and then it happens to them, and you're like, oh, this should totally change them, but it doesn't. Donald Trump is going to come and say the same stupid stuff he was saying before. It doesn't matter that he got sick because it doesn't matter to him. Anyways, for him to now go back would be the ultimate, like abdication of his stance. In terms of, okay, now I've been humbled by COVID itself, so now I'm like, wear a mask, wear a mask, wear a mask. Like, he didn't even say wear a mask in that video, nothing like that. He probably won't say when he finally gets to speak again in a couple of days, or on Twitter when he tweets. So in my opinion, nothing will change. He'll continue to beat his drums of COVID is going to go magically away and nothing's an issue. And I'm here for that energy because he should keep that same energy. Keep that same energy when you get COVID as when you were talking about it when you weren't getting COVID and you said COVID would magically disappear. I'm all for that one. I don't want him to change because he shouldn't. Why should you change? You've been on the whole COVID is a hoax or whatever nonsense and all this shit. So he should continue that same nonsense he was saying before. Don't change up now.
No. See, yeah, that is true. Don't because at first he was a guy that was we all knew he was saying before when this happened, and now imagine if he changed up. Then I mean people will start calling him like a fraud. Oh, now that you got it, now you changing up. So he should keep that. He should keep that same energy where it's at, and if you change up, then people are going to call you a fraud. People are going to call you a fake, and people are going to say that you backpedal from your stance. So I do see that he does need to not change up because if you change up then that means you were a fraud from the beginning.
Yeah, look, he can't change up. He can't go and say something different. He's been pushing COVID will go away and pushing don't wear masks nonsense. So okay, now you're in that lane. Now what are you gonna do? He's not gonna change. If people think he's gonna change, you're delusional. People like him do not change. They keep that same stupid and just continue to move on and do whatever. That is what he will do. I promise you that right now. He will do the same nonsense. Donald Trump doesn't ever think he's wrong.
About what?
About anything.
Oh.
Like, when is he ever wrong? He doesn't think he's wrong about this. He just thought, well, I got a tough break. Yeah, that's what he's going to think about. That's what he's going to say. I know people like Trump. That's what they do. They don't ever take anything into granted. They always think everything is not their fault. He doesn't think COVID is his fault. It's his fault all these people died. It's his fault that he got COVID himself because he doesn't tell his people to wear a mask as a mandate around him. Like, come on, man. This man should have never gotten COVID. If all he did was just tell his people to wear a mask, he would have never caught it, or at least the person would have never caught themselves. Wear a mask at all times. But no, he doesn't like masks. He doesn't believe in masks, one. And two, he doesn't want to wear a mask. So now he gets it himself. So I'm all with it. I'm all with it. If you ask and you shall receive. That's what I say. You ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, I mean, I said a while ago. He asked for this COVID stuff when he was downplaying it, and look what happened. Now he got it. So
Oh yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
I was like, well, he's asked for it. He's the same. He's the same motherfucker that was talking crazy about it, and now look at him, perishing in the hospital, looking for any way out.
Oh yeah. Yep. He was asking for it. When you ask for it, you shall receive. You sometimes you make the road on on the bed that you made. Okay. It's a saying I've been hearing. He made
It's like you made your own deathbed.
Yeah, you made your own deathbed or you made your own destiny on the road you didn't want to travel or less traveled or whatever. And he made his road. And his road is to the hospital. It's to having COVID. Because that's what we got. COVID, COVID. I hope he enjoys COVID. It's a fun experience. And plus, I don't give a goddamn. I don't give a goddamn. I do not give a goddamn what anybody says. Fuck Donald Trump. He has gotten these idiots to believe that COVID is not an issue. And they do. They sit there and they believe him like morons. And now their leaders got it too. Now what? Damn it. Now what?
And his whole security detail better test themselves. Shit.
They wear a mask all the time, so they should be fine in a sense. In a sense.
I think his wife got it too.
Yeah, his wife got it too, yeah.
Of course, she paid the price also.
Yeah, I mean, she's with him. I mean, if he gets it, she's totally going to get it. You know that one for sure.
Yeah, she paid the price for his. I mean, nobody's already talking about her, but I mean, at the same time, she did pay the price for
she
his.
wore a mask more than him. It's just that he's a fucking dummy, and he just does that dumb shit. But she wears a mask at least. I'll give her that. She'll at least wear a mask. I mean, fuck. I mean, his dumbass won't even try and touch a mask.
No. And he's complaining, and it's a mask. Now with the goggles, I would understand, but I mean but mask, bro, come on, it's really not that deep.
Nah, it's not that deep, but it's deep for his dumbass.
I'm like, because you know how many decent masks are out there, that decent looking masks are out there. Come on, bro. It's really not that hard, but when you want to be hard headed and you want to not follow the rules, this is what you get. And I hope you live with no regrets because you asked for it.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Damn, that was 20 minutes, man. Damn.
Look, man, it's a big story. It's the biggest story we've had discussed on the podcast because it is the president. But being a dumbass.
No, the dumbass of the United States. That's what I call him.
Yeah, well, yeah. He sometimes really is the dumbass of the United States. Because he's a dumbass. He says dumbass things. Anyways.
I was like, bro, if he's gone, does Biden win? Shit.
No, he can not. He won't win. I mean, he still has to try and do his thing. They're still going to do an election. It's not like, oh well,
Wait, so the person after Biden wins, or is that how they do it?
No, well, look, they have the presidency. If Trump dies, and then Biden will become the president regardless. no matter what, because there is an election. Election doesn't like stop because he died. So Biden would become the president, though. Yes, in the end, I'm pretty sure he becomes president either way.
I
No
mean,
matter
because
what.
because he's the runner up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I still think Biden wins, even if like Trump loses. We have an election. Like it's going to happen. Like nothing stops the election. It is constitutionally obligated to happen. Like it doesn't care if everybody dies. Now, well, obviously, if everybody dies, Biden and Trump somehow, then it would probably go to the vice president choices, which should be whoever wins on the like if Biden wins and he dies, then Kamala Harris would be the president, before election day. And if Donald Trump wins and he dies before, then obviously Mike Pence would get the next 4 years. That's probably how it works.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, I ain't know nothing. I ain't know nothing like that.
Yeah, because right now, if Trump can't do his job, then Mike Pence is now the president of the United States in a temporary, way, obviously, because Trump is still president. And that's how the power structure goes. So if Pence was sick too, then Nancy Pelosi would become the president of the United States for a couple of days, and we all know how that would be. That would be interesting. So, yeah, that's how it works in terms of power structure. But in terms of the actual, we care about the actual race. If they both die, then the vice presidents will be the people who reap the benefits of said debts in a way, a gruesome, disgusting way.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that part. Yeah, I knew. I remember that part. If both presidents die, then the vice presidents will get the positions.
Oh yeah, yep. Correctamundo.
So with that one out the way, the NBA Finals games 1 and 2. Anthony Davis had an astounding debut with 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. LeBron had himself another double with 25 points and 10 rebounds. And the Miami Heat, they looking a little suspect right now. They don't Bam Adebayo's shoulder. His shoulder was like so bad this time that he didn't make a comeback. And Goran Dragic is what ankle?
Goran Dragic has like a torn like ligament in his leg right now. I believe that's what they said, a torn ligament.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what he said. Look, the Miami Heat completely looked overmatched in game 1. As I've said before, they'll play better in game 2 because, well, they played so bad in game 1. They just have to play better in game 2. That's the law of averages in life, in sports. Like, if you look at football, the Ravens got absolutely, my team, ramroded by the Chiefs. They'll destroy the Washington football team in a couple of days because, well, they want to put on a good performance. Anytime a good team gets blown out, they will come better the next game. It's just a law. It's almost 100% a fact, but it's not a fact because there are some teams who are really good to get blown out, and then they come back the next week and lose again or get blown out again. So it's not 100% true, but it is 95+% true. So the Heat will come back. I believe the starting lineup for them, my projected starting lineup that I've heard and I believe in: Kendrick Nunn, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, like Kelly Olynyk, and Jay Crowder. Like that will be your starting 5. Okay.
That front court sounds suspect.
Yeah, look, Tyler Hero can guard. Kendrick Nunn hasn't played very much.
Tyler Hero's in the backcourt.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, the backcourt. Okay, you're saying the front court. Yeah, of course, the front court is looking a little bit not good because, well, you got Kelly Olynyk and like Jay Crowder because they're not going to start Myers Leonard. They didn't even play Myers Leonard last game after everything, so Myers Leonard is just not going to play. Solomon Hill maybe plays some minutes. because they have some left over. But generally, it is going to be your that starting five, and that starting five, AD will eat them alive because I don't know who's going to stop him. Bama Bio couldn't stop him the first game. Now it's Kelly Olynyk.
He's too
Good.
Bam is too undersized against AD.
Yeah, look, he's yeah, he is like he's. But what can you do? You know, this is what happens when you get a bunch of injuries. I expect the Lakers to win game two. I expected this Lakers to win this series, even though I kept saying Heat will win. There's no way I actually believe that one. They were the worst team the Lakers are going to face this entire playoff run. Clearly, they are. I mean, not even the Denver Nuggets didn't get blown out like that, and this team already did. So I don't know. Okay, the Lakers probably win in four. I think they actually sweep this team, unless they shoot really well one day and the Lakers shoot bad. The Lakers are going to win this series and probably sweep it. The only thing that doesn't go for them, if they don't shoot well and the Heat shoot well, then that's the equalizer. But that can be said for every basketball game that has been played since the Golden State Warriors came into existence, which is any game can be won by the team that's shooting well, even if they're not as good. Like the Portland Trailblazers won game one against the Lakers because the Lakers did not shoot well, and they did, right? So, and the same thing for the Rockets. They shot well and they won the game. That's generally how it works with the Lakers. So, if you think that's going to happen, then maybe you want the Heat. But for my money, don't be surprised. Another triple dub from LeBron and another 30. I think, did he get double AD, 11 rebounds finally? He finally got some rebounds?
I can't remember the last time AD got double doubles with rebounds.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He got 34 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. He had 9 rebounds that game, which is surprising because as we've seen in the series against Denver, he had like 3 straight under 5 rebounded games. He had 2 straight games where in the first half he didn't get a rebound. So who knows what that was about? But clearly he's checked it back up to a different level and is ready for this series. I don't know. I don't think we have much to talk about this series because I mean today what's really to break down.
I mean it's really like what we think is on. Like the usual. We talk about what happened the previous game, and then what we think both teams can do to change up.
We can tell you what happened. The Miami got to a 13-point lead. Then the Lakers came back and never looked back. The Lakers held them to 30 points between like the first couple minutes of the first or second, I believe, to all the way to the third. 30 points. And they scored 75. That was the game. Now, for me, the big thing is the Miami Heat will shoot better today. Now, who's going to do that help? Okay, because you're going to have to get somebody other than Jimmy Butler. Because now Jimmy Butler already
Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn is going to come up.
Yeah, you're right. I heard he scored 18 points, 14 in the fourth. So clearly he was on the heater. Don't think he won't come out shooting like a madman today. Tyler Hero, he's got to show up. He's got to be the hero, okay, and do his thing today.
He's got to be the hero from Starstruck.
Yeah, look, I forgot. Yeah, that guy. He doesn't look like that guy, but that's the that was the song of a Disney Channel movie from the early 2000s. Either way, I for me was she's okay. For me, there's not much. There's not much to break down, right? To me, I just think, hey, between these teams, can Miami shoot better? Can they at least slow AD down enough? There's nothing they can really do with LeBron. No Bam, only Kelly Olynyk. LeBron's going to go after Kelly Olynyk because of what he did against Kevin Love, and basically, in LeBron's mind, I believe, ruined their chances of winning a championship that year. So he's going to put a bucket. You're going to put a poster on his head. So there's no hope for Kelly Olynyk today. It's going to be the guards for the Miami Heat. That's what I think you think as well. The guards going to have to score a lot.
Yeah, the guards. Because what the big man going to do? What are they going to do? I don't think they're going to show up much.
Yeah. Look, Kelly Olynyk is a spot up 3-point guy. Okay, like he does not generally do a lot from dribbling the ball. Like all he really does is attack is spot up and shoot a three. Now he shot the three pretty well in the games I've seen him today. I'm sorry, this postseason shoot. So that's good for them. But he really does have one job, and is if can he make enough threes to really force the Lakers to play a good defense, or really can he force Dwight Howard for them to not to play Dwight Howard because he'll be playing against Dwight. Don't be surprised if Dwight Howard gets a lot of offense rebounds today because he's facing Kelly Olynyk, and Kelly Olynyk has no hope of keeping him off the boards.
So, bro, Kelly Olynyk is not. He's not defensive threat. He's not offensive threat. He's really a threat behind the line. So really, you don't. So really, all you gotta do. So really, for him, you just gotta watch him on the 3-point line. And other than that, he's not going to destroy you internally. He's not going to destroy you externally. All he's going to be there is to be a spot up shooter, and bide his time, wait for that open three, and shoot it. That's really it. You and then Jay Butler, he's going to come out with a vengeance because what happened with that poor display of game one, even though he did score 23 points, but as he said himself, they have to play perfect, which they do, to beat the Lakers. Because if you don't play a perfect game, each one, there's no hope for them.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's got to play the perfect game.
He's got to get. I'd say he's got to get at least 30 plus every game.
Yeah, I mean look, Jimmy Butler's got to play great, but he does need help. He needs those two young guys to really play well and do well. So for me, I think it's going to come down to those guards, and also it's going to come down to how well they can stop AD and LeBron from basically ending the game themselves. Because if the Lakers blow it out, you know who it's going to be. You know who the culprits are going to be. It's LeBron. It's AD. And LeBron especially knows that this game is very key. If somehow they lose this game, I mean, it changes the series. Number one, it allows the Heat to have another extra game. I think if the Heat win game 2, you're not going to see Bam or Goran Dragic in game 3. You'll see them probably in game 4. This game is important for the Lakers so that it really forces Miami to have to play at least one of the two. More likely Bam, because Dragic has a left torn plantar fascia, so he can't plant his foot really. So I don't know how he's ever going to come back. But at least with Bam, you would want him to try and come back game 3, or at least maybe they still come back game 4 regardless. But it would help the Heat if they can get to game 4 and they've already won the game and it's not the do or die game. That would be the best thing for them if I was them. So LeBron should try and end it tonight, basically get that win, put them in a tough bind, and be 2 games away from his 4th championship in the bubble.
I say the same as well. They got to win game 2. They don't win game 2, then the series, it's gonna be, that when you up 2-0 and you're when you up 2-0, you win both of them at your house. Then you go on the road to game 3. Well, in this case, they're not really on the road, but we'll just put it like that. You go on the road, you have that confidence that like, oh, I beat this team in my house, so I can so I have that confidence to beat them in their house. So what Miami needs to do, they need to steal this game. If they don't steal this game today, then maybe we might see Bam game 3, because if he's there, they're desperate, and you know what happens with desperate times cause desperate measures, and when those desperate measures show up, then when that desperate measure aka Bam, shows up, then that means they're desperate for a win and they're desperate badly because they can't because that team right now they can't get it done. They can't get it done without him because he's part of that team also. He's
Yeah, I
part
mean, it's going to be hard.
because he's that part of the offense that they need, and that part of the offense is gone. Also with Dragic, that's another hit. So now they're really now they had options, and now those options are limited by two. So it's like I said, it's like what Jimmy Butler said. They got to play the perfect game. They don't play the perfect game, they might lose this. No, they will lose this series it's gonna be in a sweep.
I mean, how confident do you think they're going to be in playing that zone without, Bam and well, at least mostly Bam, not Dragic, but really Bam. And how confident they're going to really be in playing that zone at certain points? I think they're going to try and go man to man. Obviously, the first and if they have to pull out the zone, then they pull it out. But I don't think they're going to be as good with the zone because of losing Bam.
The thing is about the zone, Bam is the center of the defense, and he is that defensive anchor. They have that zone when they play that zone. You got like Kelly Olynyk, who's not a defensive anchor. So that alone is already weak. That zone is already weak as it is already. So it's kind of like, yeah, they play that zone, but they can't do it like how the Lakers can because the Lakers got defensive anchors.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they do play the zone, I expect Butler and Crowder to be at the top and put the guards at the back, at least one of the guards, because, I mean, LeBron in front of those guards in that zone with that pick and roll, I mean,
he's just going to bully them.
That.
He's just going to bulldoze right through them. So
yeah, I mean, he's going to do it he's going to just go through them like Waldo. Just like Wilder, just push them, just go right through them, no problem, and just bust their head. So they probably won't play much zone. I think they'll go one-on-one. I don't know who their rotations are going to be all messed up. Like, we know Solomon Hill's going to come in. Like, Derrick Jones Jr. came in too, from what I saw. So they're 7 deep. I mean, they need one more guy. Like, is it going to be Myers Leonard? Is it going to be Chris Silva? I have no idea who are the people they're going to bring in to try and play this series against the Lakers in Game 2. So we'll see, though. It's going to be an interesting game.
Well, what do you think the score is going to be?
I think Lakers win by like 10 or so. I think the Heat play better. They don't get blown out. I mean, you can say it's a blowout, but they won't get like 30 points down or something like that.
I think they're going to lose double digits.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happens. Look, the only way they win is if they shoot really well and they somehow play good average defense, and the Lakers shoot really bad, which the Lakers can do, but they haven't done in a while. So we'll see.
So I think as we all heard, Kyrie Irving came on, pulled up on Katie's own new podcast, and he's talking. It's basically he said that he feels that he's more clutch than LeBron.
Yeah. Well, he's not more clutch. The only reason people say that nonsense is because he hit that shot, even though LeBron scored like 6 other points and did the block, but he's not clutch. LeBron, we deal in facts, not feelings. It's a great saying that I heard from the great guys on Speak for Himself, Marcellus Wiley and Emmanuel Acha always say every day, which is we deal with facts, not feelings. We deal with facts, not opinions. And the fact is, LeBron, as Shannon said, has more game winners than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant combined, has more shots made in that time span than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant combined. So LeBron James factually is the most clutch player of all time because he's had the most opportunities. You only say Kyrie because of one shot. But what was Kyrie before? How clutch was he before LeBron put him in that light to even try to be clutch? Not at all. Michael Jordan made less than LeBron. Kobe Bryant took every single one and missed a bunch. So how clutch is he? LeBron is like a 49% clutch shooting player in the playoffs, while Kyrie is like 35% or something crazy or really low. But
I think he's like
it's just
it's like 30.
yeah.
He's
If
like
you listen to Shannon,
39%.
he had the stats like 39%. Yeah, look, Kyrie is only this player because Kyrie hit one shot. Even though LeBron has had multiple game winners already throughout his career, more than Kyrie, and Kyrie never made the playoffs. But when Skip Bayless and all these people go on TV and say LeBron's not clutch. Like Shannon says, it eventually it almost becomes true or almost becomes a normal thought because it's been said so much. It's just like when somebody tells you something every day and beats it into your head, you will eventually believe it or start to say it. Like I never called Paul George Paul, but since Skip keeps saying it, and also let's just be honest, Paul George continues to show that he's a George Paul. I call him George Paul sometimes, but LeBron's the most clutch player in history. He's factually that. Just because you can say whatever about your eyes. I deal with facts. I deal with things that I actually can have, improve, and are physical. And what's physical is the number of makes he's had, and that percentage is high. Unlike Kyrie, who's only made one shot, and all he does is alienate his teammates. So I know that's a fact. I know that one's a fact, at least.
Yeah, I mean, Kyrie's not a more clutch player than LeBron. Come on now, that's great. You gotta be crazy to believe that one.
Well, yeah, you're right, but when something's said enough, I mean, it almost becomes like the norm, like LeBron, like everything. That's how the world works. Like, just keep saying something, it becomes true in a lot of people's head. LeBron's not clutch. It's just not factually true, but it's true to everybody because that's LeBron's not clutch. So how can we say that he isn't? That's just how it is, and it sucks, but that's how the world works.
And then I think he was talking about the coaching, how
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
how Steve Nash. I don't think he's talking about Nash, but he was talking about the coaching situation.
Yes. So with Steve Nash, Kyrie Irving also said that they don't really need a head coach, or it was, or how I say it will be a collaborative effort, and that Kyrie can be the coach one game, and then Kevin Durant said they didn't say that he can be the coach one day. That was Kyrie who said that Kevin Durant can be the coach one day, and then Kevin Durant said that Jacques Vaughn can be the coach one day. And what we are saying, and what I agree with Shannon, is this is what happened when a great player thinks he's a leader. Kyrie Irving is not a leader. He is not a leader. Okay? You know that. I know that. He is not a leader. Okay? He's just a really good player who's super delusional and thinks he's a leader. If you're a leader, you should have led Boston to the promised land. Oh, wait. You know who led Boston to the promised land? Terry Rozier, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. They were like 4 minutes away from making the NBA Finals in their rookie seasons or second season or so, with with Brown and Rozier. You know what Kyrie was doing? Sitting on the bench. And then he comes back the next year and is like, oh, woe is me. Why won't Brad Stevens listen to me? I'm going to just throw my team under the bus and run them over with the bus. That is not a leader. So for him to try and undermine Steve Nash, like Shannon said, I give Steve Nash I wish him the best, because them two dudes are going to be his worst nightmare. Because when they get into a little bit of a rut, Kyrie's going to go somewhere, go to Kevin Durant,
he's going to cry like a fucking baby.
Yeah, he's going to go there and start crying and being. That's what he's going to do. and I'm just not with it. But that's how it is. That is what Kevin. That I'm sorry, not Kevin Durant. That is what Kyrie Irving does. Kevin Durant doesn't want to be a leader. Kevin Durant has came out and said, "I just want to hoop." Why do you think he didn't want to go to the Knicks? Because he didn't want to be the savior. I don't want to be no savior. Kevin Durant don't want to be no savior. Kevin Durant doesn't want that LeBron James status. If he went to the Knicks, he would have the LeBron James status. Save us, KD. Save us, KD. That's what LeBron was when he was 18 years old. Save us, LeBron. That's what LeBron was when he was going to Cleveland again. Save us, LeBron. That's what he was when the Lakers got him. Save us, LeBron. KD doesn't want that. And Kyrie Irving thinks he wants that, but he's so delusionally stupid, he doesn't understand that he isn't that guy. He's just a good player. I'm sorry, a great player who should really shut his mouth. But he doesn't because, he likes to talk.
I mean, Kyrie likes to believe that he thinks that he's like the guy, and that he believes that he thinks he has almighty power to do whatever he wants. In reality, he just doesn't.
Yeah,
When I see Kyrie, I don't see him as no leader.
Yeah, I mean, how can you see the man as a leader? He doesn't lead. He doesn't lead anything. He thinks he leads.
You can't lead if you're injured all the time.
Yeah. I mean, he thinks and believes he leads. He does not lead anything. If you were a leader, why did Boston not want you no more? Why did you alienate your teammates? A leader does not alienate his teammates. Who does that? Who alienates his entire team? The only person who liked him was Jaylen Brown or something, I think. When I read stories, like Jaylen Brown was the only one who liked him still. Everybody else was like, F this guy. Nobody wanted him anymore. Nobody.
There's a reason. There's always a reason why no one wants you no more.
Yeah. Steve Nash has got his work cut out for him because he's already got this guy saying, we don't need no head coach. And this is what happens when they basically got you your job. When they got you your job, they always make you remember. Shannon Sharp had a great example. It's like when somebody gets you your job and they remind you every time that they got you your job. It's just so annoying and so snobbish. You're almost like, why, if you're going to keep holding this over my head, why did you even get me this job? Why did I even let you get me this job? That is what Kyrie's doing to Steve Nash. Steve Nash, better watch out, man. Better watch out. Steve Nash looks like a young man. I'm telling you right now. By the end of the season, if this goes wrong, the guy will look like Obama when Obama got finished his first couple years. Old and raggedy.
Those two are like the most oddest pairing ever.
They're the most beta dudes ever. It's like, oh god, they're so beta. They're just, oh god, like who? How can you just say, oh, I'm okay being I don't care about leading or whatever fucking KD said that stupid nonsense. But it is what it is. That's who he is anyways. That's what he does. He does want to lead. He doesn't want to be the guy. He just wants to play, and I'm okay with that. I think Kyrie Irving should say the same damn thing because we all know that little munchkin can't lead nobody.
That boy little
can't lead nobody. Can't play no defense, and he always gets hurt. How can you lead when you get hurt too? You know the greatest thing about being a leader is actually playing with your team and leading them. He doesn't even do that. He just gets hurt every time. Wow.
Like, how many seasons has he even played a full season?
No, he has not played. He can't play a full season. His body literally won't let him play a full season. He always gets hurt. All the start and stopping he does. I mean, he was getting hurt in college. Like, you already knew he was going to get hurt in the NBA. I don't know. I don't think he's played a full season. Nope.
Because why I say that is because I don't think he's played full season either. And of course he did. Of course, because he'd be doing it hard. He'd be doing it like hard as hell, like all that start and stop and shit.
Yeah, like it does put. It's gonna put strain on your joints. It's, the way he does it is just so. He does it so much, obviously, which that's his thing. It's not like it's just how it is. But he gets hurt a lot, and but he talks too much though. Talks too much. So, is there anything else?
No, I don't got nothing.
Yeah, I don't think much happened this week, really. To me,
No, yeah, nothing for me. Not the same thing.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, there was John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. Like they had to stillbirth. Unfortunately, their baby died in the womb before they were ready to get for it to be born. So my condolences out to them. There was a big story.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was a story because they put out there. There were some people saying, why did they put it out there for themselves? Well, the age old reason is, look, there are people who are dealing with this, who experienced it, and they want to put out there for those people to know what to for those people who may have the same feeling. Everyone share it. Would I share that online? Nope. But that is their choice. I am not their parents. I am not them. So it is what it is.
So I guess that's it.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, some weeks are slower than others. It's just how it is.
So with that being said, this has been another episode of the APF podcast, episode 77. It is the most phenomenal man that has shocked the system, aka the coach, signing out.
And it is your boy going for it. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Please leave a like and a comment. Look up the freaking what's it called? Links in the description.
Yeah, link in the description. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, do that stuff and enjoy your rest of your weekend.
And make sure you check out all the other videos too.
Yes. And we are out.